jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Check 31, check 31. Kill.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Shoot. He's checking. Wheel. Tighten up. Hey, alert 3. Hayward. Yeah.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
It's Barkley on the counter. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Watch the safety creep.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
Watch the twist.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Every day, any day. 54's Mike. Check.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Watch the whip.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a give, right side. Slaughter, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, foxtrot.
Darnold now to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
We're scoreless after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go sack. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here it comes. Lady. Watch out.
On 1st down, Slaughter. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here goes sack. Mike 50. I got lady. Hey, exit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Secondly, at the 9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go again.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, you. 90 is a mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 90 is a mic. Red 80. Check me out.
Now a give, right side. Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder
Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got it. Check 43.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the ready. 58. Delta. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Set up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Yeah. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And here he's got Grant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Anthony Barr showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Coming to you. 49, check 49.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jakeem Grant, 27 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Slaughter. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come off the ball. High seven. Mike 54. Mike 54. Down to lose one. Bang, 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 bang.
On third down, Jackson. It's complete to Grant. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Giants. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Slaughter, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw is Darnold. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
57, Mike 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slaughter. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check, check. Watch me through. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Right there. Not ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the... And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to it, and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Swing. Red 80. Shut down. Motion, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slaughter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
57, run. I got one. Go. Check, right, 57. Red 80. I'm coming for you, son. 57's a mark.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Giants 23, Vikings 3. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Who that? Hey, watch it. Yo, 80. 90 is the mic. Man out. Shift. Watch the shift. Pilot, 64, weak. Yo, red 80. Bravo.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
And it's 3rd down.
Yo, son. Mike 57. Hey, yo, lady. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Here we go. 57. Red 80.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slaughter. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Ready. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, D. Yes. Me. I got this. Go. Crunch. Big River.
Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready, break. Go 50 extra. Hey, echo. Deuce. Hard. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He completes it to Henry. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg. Meeks. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
90 is a mic. Check back. 90 is a mic. And what's that? Hey, wahoo! 90 is a mic. I'm coming.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the double. 58 to Mike. Right here. That's what I do. Let's go.
Off the bootleg. Meeks. Complete. It's Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Off the bootleg. Meeks. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them.